Okay, I'm going to run a pie ball. Anybody got a watch? Tell me it every 15 seconds, and we'll go from that.
You got to go out. Okay, that's 15.
Okay, and it's plenty slow up there so far. We're going to leave here this way and then turn right. Okay, that one's held. It's like a 7-story building. When we stand it up, it's big. What we're going to do is we're going to inflate the thing, and then I'll use the burners to heat the air that's in it. This thing's kind of like a boat, except inverted. I mean, an airship is really what we got. In a boat, what you have is the skin of the boat keeps the water from coming in, and so the air is less dense than the water. But in this case, it's the difference in density and pressure of the heated air versus the air outside the envelope that makes the balloon float. Okay, we're lifting off at about 170 degrees. A bunch of things going on here, okay? One of them is the buoyancy of the balloon, which is a function of heating the air in the envelope. That's one of the things that provides lift and controls the direction of the balloon. The other one is the momentum of the balloon. We've got enough air in here that weighs something more than my truck. There's about 9,000 pounds of mass in this envelope, and the momentum of that is something I have to take into account while we're flying. Another factor is drag. Drag is the friction of air moving over the fabric of the balloon. This limits how fast we can come down or go up. The drag is what keeps us from falling like a rock and makes us fall like a parachute. Often what you do is you'll make an ascent and you'll watch what happens as you go up there, and then you remember that. As you get into a stream of air, you stay there for a certain amount of time, then you go to another one and you stay there, and as the angle changes, you can get to where you want to go. But what you're doing is you're solving this line integral, okay? You take mathematics, you learn about Green's theorem and things like that where you solve these integrals. Well, that's what we're doing. You understand what this trajectory is going to look like, and you can visualize it, and you get in there and you do that. It really, for me, is a very visual thing. We're rising at probably 40 feet a minute, something like that. I've got a pond up here, and we'll try to do a splash and dash on.
Copy that.
We're down to about 12 feet off the water. We've got a nice steerage down here. It's about 45 degrees today. Okay, let's see if I can keep ourselves dry. There's a time when you leave the ground, and as you lift off the ground and you get to, well, you're above the buildings, suddenly your world opens up, and it's just gigantic, and it's called the pilot's view, where you're looking at the world from the top, and it's just all different, and it's just a gorgeous morning out in the world.